Hey everybody, I'm SARA WISEMAN. Today we're talking about how do guides connect. There has been a great deal of misunderstanding in your culture of how we communicate with you. By we mean all your guides, the angelic realm, the departed realm, nature, animals, the other dimensions, the energies of higher vibration. You have the ability as a soul-based being to enter into many of the universe's layers and levels. You can connect if you want to. This goes back again to what we've been talking about, which is this idea of like, if you practice, you're going to make progress. If you don't practice, but if you just watch a bunch of videos about people with near-death experiences or people with angelic connection, you're not going to have the experience for yourself. And of course, the goal is for you to have the experience for yourself. When we talk about connecting with the guides, I've talked a lot about, one of my first major connections with my first understanding that I was having a guide experience was my guide, my earth guide came in as an apparition form. Now, an apparition form is like, it looks human, but it's sort of fuzzy or thinner, or it's not as densely organized. Like now I would say it's not as densely organized in the particulate. But now, when I go into guide connection, there's no apparition. Yesterday I was meditating and a bunch of memories started to flash through my mind, and I was a little unsure about that because I thought maybe I'm just doing some thought looping here. And then I felt very, very, very strongly right in front of me to the left, the presence of a guide. And as I sensed the presence in the room, I identified it as the earth guide. And then as I sensed that presence and sensed the character, the personality that I relate to this category, my earth guide, the message came like, yes, this is exactly what we want you to do. We want you to look at these particular memories because there's something there for you to understand. There's something there for you to learn. So a couple things there. The guide wasn't an apparition. I couldn't see him or them with my open eyes. I don't usually see an apparition in the room as some people do. I sensed the presence, and what I would feel that might be like is if you were in a room with your eyes closed and somebody else just silently materialized into the room with you, you would be able to tell that something was there or someone was there. You would just know it. And that's sort of the idea of what a presence feels like as you're not paying attention, and then you sort of, okay, is there anything here? Oh, there are several departed on the ceiling actually right now. And there are several guides here. There is a presence that feels like a different density in the air. And then as you go into that, you can gain like, what is the personality or what is the message there? You can go a little further, but it's very, very subtle. I would not expect to see anything in the room. I would not expect to even see, like when I go into third eye, I don't see like a giant, it's not like a giant movie screen. It's more like flash, 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 information, 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 very quickly, very subtly. And the way to access is to not get frustrated when it's going so quickly, just to accept that you're going to receive exactly the knowing that you need, even if you can't quite grasp it. Sometimes when my younger daughter, who's a Gen Z will go on her phone. She's just going through images so quickly, and I'm like, wait, I can't get that. I can't see it that quickly. And then I realize you don't need to see it exactly and hover on it and get every little detail. You can just gather the information very quickly as it's coming in. So it's subtle, it's fast, it's fleeting. It's not as shown in movies or written about in books about how these things show up. It's very, very subtle. And yet, this is all you need once you get used to, or once you surrender to this idea that your soul as consciousness has full understanding of exactly what's happening. And you can take this in as vision or message or feeling or emotion or knowing. This is what you know how to do. It's not new to you. You've been doing this in soul world forever, literally forever. And you've been doing this in all your other human lifetimes over and over and over again. At least in those lifetimes where you started to pay attention to this, which if you're watching this video is probably you've had lots of lifetimes where you've been diving into the metaphysical, or the praying as a religious person, or some kind of shamanic healer, or whatever you were doing in other lifetimes. So understand that the way that you're told it works is not how it works. And when you go in and trust your experience, everything starts to open up for you. The more you practice, the more you receive, and the more you understand. And then, of course, the more your life begins to change as your understanding increases. Thank you for listening, and I will be with you next time.